Apple unveiled its latest phone with the usual glitzy event in California in September. But within days of the iPhone 6 launch, social media was abuzz with complaints. A software update prevented many users connecting with their mobile network, and others said that it bent. Apple's answer? Don't sit on it. The company said it had only had a few complaints and that the phones were selling fast. But what if you could make a phone designed to bend? Or even fold up into your wallet? That's what one British company is working on. SmartChem, which has bases in Wales and Manchester, is a pioneer in printed electronics. Instead of silicon chips, it uses transistors made of organic material, mixed into an ink and printed onto a flexible substrate. The result is a stronger, lighter device with longer battery life. Because no glass is involved, it could save users an estimated £5 billion a year on fixing broken screens. It could be applied to TV sets and tablet computers. The first prototype is expected within months.
The main benefit with flexible electronics is you can make the devices very thin, unbreakable and robust, low energy, and you can do some really clever things. For example, with a smartphone, you could make the smartphone curved, you could make it bent, you could fold it over almost like a credit card and open it out to the size of a tablet. So it's this idea of having robust, low-cost and flexible electronics. And these materials and electronics are very, very cheap to produce.
With most devices looking and feeling similar, Mr. Kelly says companies are trying to come up with radical designs. Apple is working on thinner iPads and Macs and a new watch.
You know, consumers don't want to wear something that doesn't look good. And with flexible electronics, you have the chance to really change the form factor and find a way of integrating wearables into much more applications. Outside of wearable applications, within the product roadmap for SmartChem is a vision of being able to move from small area mobile devices to ubiquitous distributed large area electronics, including potentially screens that could fit the whole length of your living room, and at the end of the viewing session could be rolled up like a newspaper and put away in the corner.
But taking technology from the lab to a product isn't easy. SmartChem has spent around €8 million and has just raised a further €3 million. Investors include the venture capital arm of BASF, the German chemicals group, and Octopus, an early-stage technology fund, as well as the finance arm of the Welsh Government.
I do think the UK is a great place for investing in technology businesses. I think we create great technology inventions. I think our university base is world-leading and outstanding. And I think we do have the skills within our workforce to be able to do that. If there's anything missing, it's the availability of investment capital.
SmartChem is housed in a 1970s-era building once occupied by ICI. The British chemicals giant has long since been broken up, but its legacy is a network of labs being used by small, nimble companies tapping into university expertise. Consumer electronics is dominated by the big brands in the US and Japan and produced in the factories of Asia. But the UK can still play its part. Facilities such as this in Manchester are making scientific breakthroughs that could transform the industry.
Manchester, of course, with its legacy and its heritage in chemical manufacturing and chemical R&D, has a wealth of infrastructure for organisations like SmartChem to tap into. So we were able to come here to this building and move into a custom developed chemistry facility that already has fume cupboards, has services, and it has global shipping capability, analytical services we can use to characterise and test our materials. So yes, I think that the region is very, very conducive to high-tech material science companies like SmartChem.
Unlike ICI, these newer companies don't have the deep pockets to create the products themselves. The possibilities are impressive, but it might be some time before we're using smartphones that can be folded up to the size of a credit card, or TV walls that can be rolled up and put away. Andrew Bounds, Financial Times, Manchester.